Yo, what is going on, guys? And welcome back to 365 Analytics. And welcome back another week. Here we are. It is Monday as I'm recording this, but this will go up probably tomorrow afternoon on Tuesday. But here we are, some NBA content, some rare NBA content on the channel. I usually only do NBA content around this time of year, playoff time, but we're getting some NBA content in there as we are predicting the NBA 2024 to 2025 playoffs. And it's been a pretty crazy year in the NBA. I've kept up with it a little bit. I mean, I don't really fully keep up with the NBA during the regular season because it's not a great product in the regular season, to be 100% honest with you. But when the playoffs start, it's a totally new league and totally new game. And it is a really, really, really fun playoff come postseason for this league. So, yeah, if you guys do enjoy, please like, subscribe. That would all be greatly appreciated. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. We're going to predict the entire playoff bracket, the play-in games, and there's not much else to say, so let's get right into it. Starting off with the Western Conference here. We have the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Golden State Warriors, 8-7 game. The winner gets the number 7 seed in the Western Conference to take on the Houston Rockets. Memphis, they fired head coach Taylor Jenkins a few weeks back. They were pretty high up in the East, fired Jenkins and kind of slowed down, kind of fell in the standings. The Eastern Conference was razor tight this year. I mean, the Western Conference was razor tight these past few weeks of the NBA. Obviously, as you can see, all of these teams, number 3 through 8, just absolutely razor close. So, yeah. In Golden State, as they are the 7th seed, we saw they picked up Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline, and they've been great since then. I think they've only lost 4 or 5 games. They did lose the season finale to the Clippers, the final game of the 2024-2025 NBA regular season. They lost it. They fell to the play-in to play Memphis and host them. Keep in mind, the Golden State Warriors, they are winless in the play-in games they've played in since the play-in has been introduced in the NBA. They've lost to the Lakers, Sacramento Kings, and they actually lost to the Memphis Grizzlies a few years back. This game, I think, is going to be different. Since Jimmy Butler's been a Golden State Warrior, it's been a totally new team, and I think that they advance to play Houston. Going to the next game in the Western Conference, it's Dallas versus Sacramento. Sacramento has the duo of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine now, while Dallas has had Anthony Davis back for a few games. Kyrie Irving done for the year. Obviously, the infamous Luka Doncic trade that happened at the trade deadline that shook the entire world around, it seemed like. But yeah, I'm actually going to take the Dallas Mavericks. I think if Anthony Davis shows up, which that's not a given every night, if Anthony Davis shows up and plays his best, he is one of the best players in the entire league. Obviously, everybody knows that, and I think that Dallas gets it done. Then you go to the Eastern Conference, Atlanta versus Orlando. Obviously, we see two stars going at it. It feels like you see the Atlanta Hawks in the play-in every single year. But the Atlanta Hawks and the Orlando Magic, obviously two stars going at it. Trae Young in Atlanta and Paolo Banchero in Orlando. Don't get it twisted. Paolo Banchero is an absolute star in this league. This game's in Orlando. The number 7 seed. I think that this team should win this game. I think they play better defense than the Hawks. Franz Wagner is one of the most underrated players in the entire league. Paulo Banchero, again, one of the most underrated players in the entire league. Paulo Banchero is a bona fide star at home. I see the Orlando Magic getting this done and advancing to play the Boston Celtics. Then you go to the 9-10 game in the East. It is Miami versus Chicago. Obviously, Miami traded away Jimmy Butler around the trade deadline to Golden State. Since then, they've lost a few games, haven't been as good. Tyler Hero is still a very, very good player, and Bam Adebayo is still a very good center. But obviously, losing Jimmy Butler is a big piece, and they haven't fared out as well. As for the Chicago Bulls, Josh Giddey has been playing absolutely damn good basketball. This game is in Chicago. Heat Bulls, again, two teams I feel like I see in the play in every single year this time of year. I'm actually going to take Chicago at home here. I think Josh Giddey's been playing some great ball, and I think in Chicago it will be enough to get past Miami and get revenge for a few years back. Then you go to the playing games, the final playing games to decide the number 8 seeds in the each conference. It is Dallas, it is Memphis, an elimination game in Memphis to decide the number 8 seed in the Western Conference. in 2 stars in this game as well. Anthony Davis, can he do it all himself? Going into Memphis to play John Morant, Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bain, and the star-studded Grizzlies. To be honest with you, Anthony Davis has to play very well for Dallas to win this game. Obviously, on the road, an elimination game. I just think that this Memphis team has been too good all year long to lose a game like this and miss out on the playoffs. I'm going to take Memphis to get in the playoffs. And on this side, I don't see Trae Young losing in games to the Chicago Bulls when it's in Atlanta. Give me the Atlanta Hawks to beat the Chicago Bulls. Now, we get to the real playoffs instead of the playing games. I think the playing games are intriguing. I think they're a good idea for the NBA. It makes the regular season a little bit more intense down the stretch and a little bit more fun on the final day of the year. So I think it's a good idea for the NBA. But as you saw, I picked both 7 and 8 seeds to already organically get in the playoffs and stay in their own way. So we're going to start off in the Western Conference. We're going to go to the East and then go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Memphis, OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously, as you can see up there, 68 and 14. Absolute amazing year for Mark Daigneault and the Thunder. SGA is probably going to be the NBA's most valuable player. Jalen Williams was an all-star this year. The center duo of Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein. Two amazing centers for the Thunder. They have shooters like Isaiah Joe. They can light it up from all sides of the court. OKC is obviously going to win the series. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that, but in how many games is the question. I'm gonna take the Oklahoma City Thunder in 5. I guess I'll take Thunder game 1 and 2. I'll take Memphis game 3, their first game at home, and then I'll take OKC to finish it off in 5 and advance to the next round. Next, we have the 4-5 game in the Western Conference, an intriguing one. The Los Angeles Clippers, Kawhi Leonard back healthy, playing amazing basketball with James Harden, who's playing amazing basketball, going to play the 4-seeded Nuggets, who actually just fired Mike Malone like about a week ago. So a week before the playoffs, firing their head coach. I think Mike Malone was a great head coach. I mean, I thought the world of him, and I think he's one of the most high respected head coaches in the NBA. And I don't understand that move at all. But Denver, obviously, Nikola Jokic, in my opinion, and pretty much everybody's opinion, the overall best player in the league, can do everything, average a triple double this year. And playoff Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray always lights it up come playoff time. So yeah, if this series is one thing. If I see the Kawhi Leonard that I've been seeing the past few weeks since he's been healthy, the Clippers are fully capable of winning the series. If James Harden and Kawhi Leonard both show up, the Clippers are fully capable of winning the series. The one problem is Jokic. Jokic, he can do everything. Zubac is an elite defender, but Jokic is just it's just tough to stop. I'm going to take the Denver Nuggets in 6 games. I'll take 1-2, 2-2, so tied 2-2, and then Denver finishes it off in LA. I'll take the Nuggets in 6 games. Honestly, this one could go either way. If Kawhi Leonard and James Harden both show up in a 7 game series, the Los Angeles Clippers could win this series. So I'm going to take Denver in 6. They're going to advance, but don't sleep. Don't sleep on the Clippers here. That's actually the Clippers' old logo, by the way. I guess the site hasn't updated it yet, but okay. Next, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves, Los Angeles Lakers. Obviously, Luka Doncic playing the Timberwolves in a playoff series again. Luka Doncic, Rudy Gobert in another playoff series should be a fun series. Here we go. The Lakers obviously turned it on at the trade deadline when they picked up Luka Doncic. Small ball has not been a problem for them. They are absolutely lighting it up. One of the best teams in the entire NBA. This series, I think, is definitely going to go the Lakers' way. I see him winning it in probably 6 games. I'm going to take Lakers, Wolves. Lakers, Wolves, Lakers. I guess I'll take 6 games. Give me Los Angeles to get it done. LeBron and Luka, Austin Reeves, probably the best third option in the entire NBA. And yeah, I don't see the Lakers losing this early, and they should definitely get this done. And then you go to your classic 2010s Warriors Rockets, except we are in the year 2025. We are looking at Stephen Curry versus Alperen Sengun rather than Stephen Curry versus James Harden, but it's a new era. Warriors Rockets. And the Houston Rockets, an absolute amazing year. They, with Ime Udoka, are the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. But as I said, the Warriors have been a totally different team since Jimmy Butler came along. Draymond Green's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and the Warriors are playing amazing ball. The popular pick is Golden State to win this game as a this win the series as a 7th seed, and I'm gonna go with the popular pick here. I'm gonna take the Rockets to take game one. I'm gonna take Golden State to take the next two to go up 2-1, and I'm gonna take the Warriors to win in five. Um, Houston, amazing year. Sengun is a baller. Jalen Green can play. I mean, Fred VanVleet's had a good year. I mean, the Houston Rockets can play. I just think playoff Stephen Curry. Now you have playoff Jimmy in the fold, the Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and Draymond Green. I just don't think it's enough to get past Golden State, as I will take the Warriors in 5 games. I could see this going 6, but I'm definitely taking Golden State to get past the Rockets there as they advance to the next round. And you know what that sets up? LeBron, Curry. Can't wait. But yeah. Cleveland versus Atlanta. I mean, Cleveland, amazing year, filled expectations. Kenny Atkinson has absolutely had these guys balling. Donovan Mitchell having his most efficient year yet. I mean, Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, an elite center duo. I mean, Darius Garland can pass and score. They can do it all. I'm taking Cleveland in an absolute sweep here. I think they get it done. Cleveland did play some iffy basketball towards the very, very end of the year there, but they got the 1 seed nonetheless, and they were the best team in the Eastern Conference in the regular season. Trae Young maybe could sneak out a game, but I don't see it. Give me Cleveland to get past Atlanta. I did not mean to do that. Okay, this series right here. This series right here. I still don't know who's going to win this one. Milwaukee, Indiana in a playoff series. Doc Rivers, the known playoff choker, obviously a top 3 player in the NBA, in my opinion. Giannis Antetokounmpo playing another playoff series versus Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers. This is a tough one. Giannis, I think the world of that dude. That dude can do everything. He's a top 3 player in the NBA. He's right there with Jokic and SGA, in my opinion. I think the world of him. But Tyrese Halliburton can play some ball. Andrew Nemhard is one of the best wing defenders in the league. I mean, Miles Turner can rebound, one of the best rebounders in the league. Ugh, this is a tough series to pick. I'm gonna go Indiana game one, Milwaukee game two, Milwaukee game three, Indiana game four. They tie at 2-2. In Indiana, Indiana takes the lead, and then Milwaukee wins the last two to win in seven. I mean, the Giannis factor there. Damian Lillard's going to be out this entire series, most likely. He has blood clots. He could come back later in the playoffs, but he's going to be out this entire series. Give me Milwaukee. I mean, it's tough not to pick him with Giannis. So, man, that's going to be a good series, though. That series can go either way. That's in my opinion, that's the best series of the first round, the most tight series in the first round. So, yeah. Then you have the emerging Detroit Pistons versus the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden in the playoffs. It's a totally different arena in the playoffs. The best home field advantage in the entire National Basketball Association. But Detroit, let's all clap for Detroit. Let's all give Detroit a clap. JB Bickerstaff comes in there as a first-year head coach, absolutely lights it up. I mean, has Detroit as a playoff team after the year they had last year. I'm gonna take the Knicks in the series. No secret about that. But the Knicks, I have not been a big fan of their defense all year. I think they were a better defensive team last year. We saw them bring in Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns, and they regressed defensively without Hartenstein in there. But I'm taking the Knicks in this game. I'm taking them the first two in Madison Square Garden. I think Detroit steals one there. Knicks go up 3-1. Detroit steals one there, and then I'd say the Knicks finish it in 6 games. I think Bickerstaff and Cade Cunningham having the best year yet finally emerged onto the scene. Beasley can shoot. The Pistons can play, but not enough to beat the Knicks in a 7 game series in the playoffs. Magic, Celtics, I mean, Magic, I think the world of Paulo Banchero, but they just don't have enough star power to defend the Boston Celtics. I'm going to take Boston in 5 games. I think Orlando steals one where Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown don't shoot well, but Boston, the star power that they have, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, I mean, Drew Holiday, an elite defender, obviously. Sam Hauser can light it up from deep. I mean, Luke Cornett's a great rebounder. They just have star power everywhere. Boston's too much for Orlando. Orlando steals one where everybody shoots bad, but Boston's not losing a 7 game series to Orlando Magic. The defending champs get it done. And then we go to round two. We go to the conference semifinals here, and we're going to go back to the Western Conference and start there. This series is going to be the Western Conference. All four of these series are going to be fun. This is all four of them. All four of them are going to be great. We start off with Nikola Jokic versus SGA, the two leading MVP candidates. They're probably going to give it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but the two best players in the entire NBA going at it in a 7 game series. Oklahoma City, the year that they had, young team, younger than some NCAA men's teams, are the number one seed in the Western Conference, won 68 games, only 5 games off of the 73-9 Warriors. And a lot of people are questioning their youth come playoff time. But OKC, the home field advantage in OKC is absolutely different come playoff time. Give me the Thunder game one, give me Denver game two, give me Denver game three, give me OKC game four, OKC game five, Denver game six. Then we have a game seven in Oklahoma City, and the young Bucks in Oklahoma City get it done. They are going to the Western Conference Finals with SGA playing damn good ball. I think if Mike Malone was still head coach of the Denver Nuggets, if they still had experience, if they had the rock hard experience at head coach, I honestly think I take the Denver Nuggets in this series. But without Mike Malone now, I'm going to take Oklahoma City to get it done and advance to the Western Conference Finals. And then a tale as old as time, and we will never get sick of it. Stephen Curry, LeBron James. Is there a better show in basketball? I don't think so. Is there a better show in basketball? I don't think so. We have the first 2 games at the Staples Center, the next 2 games at the Chase Center, and obviously it's a Lakers home field advantage. LA, Golden State, LA. Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler versus LeBron James and Luka Doncic. What more could you ask for in the NBA playoffs? Give me the Lakers game one. Give me Golden State game two. Give me the Lakers game 3 and 4 to go up 3-1. Give me Golden State and LA to finish it off in 6 games. I mean, Stephen Curry versus LeBron James. Who knows if this is the last time you'll see it in a playoff series? So cherish every single moment of those two stars, the two most influential stars on my generation of watching the NBA and on a lot of people my age generation of watching the NBA, the two most influential people I've ever watched play basketball, Stephen Curry and LeBron James. I'm so thankful for both of those guys, man, because just an absolute show. And I can't wait. I really hope that they both get out of their series so we see this matchup at least one more time because who knows if this is the last time. LeBron's 40 and I think Steph's 36, so cherish every single moment you see those guys step on the court. Because guys like LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, like Russell Westbrook, James Harden, those guys shaped the whole entire era of basketball. So, yeah. We go back to the Eastern Conference, Cleveland versus Milwaukee. I do not see Doc Rivers led team getting past the Cleveland Cavaliers here. Give me Cavs, Milwaukee, Cavs. I honestly see him winning 5 games. Giannis might get 6 here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks got 6, but I do not see them beating the Cleveland Cavaliers here, as this team won 64 games without Damian Lillard most likely this entire series. Giannis can't do it all himself, so I plus Milwaukee just played a 7 game series versus Indiana, while Cleveland played a 4 game series versus Atlanta. So give me the gentleman's sweep with the Cleveland Cavaliers over the Milwaukee Bucks. Then you go to New York versus Boston. What else could you rather want? Madison Square Garden versus TD Garden, New York, Boston. This will be fun. So, one thing to keep in mind, New York has not beaten the Celtics all year. The Celtics swept them in the regular season. The New York Knicks did not beat the top 3 teams in the NBA. They went 0 like 11 or something. They did not beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. They did not beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they did not beat the Boston Celtics. It's no secret I'm taking the Boston Celtics in the series. The question is how many games. I do think the Celtics win the first two. I think New York gets the third. I'd say the Celtics get that one. New York steals one in Boston, but then the Celtics finish it off in MSG in game 6. I don't think the Celtics sweep like they did in the regular season, but I think it's fairly easy, just a little bit over a gentleman's sweep. I think that New York will steal 2 games, but Boston gets it done. And then you go to the conference finals, and it's two great matchups. You look at the Western Conference. The Los Angeles Lakers, who made the in-season acquisition of a lifetime in Luka Doncic, going to Oklahoma City to take on the best team in the National Basketball Association with the MVP playing guard for them. And then you look at the Eastern Conference, you have the defending champs, who are the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, won 61 games, have star power everywhere you look, versus the Cleveland Cavaliers with Kenny Atkinson, one of the best well-coached teams in the NBA that got the number 1 seed and shocked the world as number 1 seed in the West, I mean the East. So we're going to start for the Western Conference. And I'm not going to lie to you, I have no clue who's going to win this series. I think this is going to go 7 right here. The thing for me is Jackson Hayes. Can Jackson Hayes do enough to stop Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein? That center duo is absolutely amazing. And I don't know if they can do enough to get it done. Obviously, you have the scoring ability of Luka Doncic and the passing ability and the all-around ability. In my opinion, the best player, the GOAT of all time, LeBron James. I'm actually going to take the Los Angeles Lakers in game 1. I'm going to take the Oklahoma City Thunder in game 2. I'm going to take the Los Angeles Lakers in game 3. I'm going to take the Oklahoma City Thunder in game 4. Knotted up at 2-2 going back to Oklahoma City. I'm taking the Oklahoma City Thunder in game 5. Back in Staples Center, I'm taking the Los Angeles Lakers. And then it all comes down to game 7, Oklahoma City, that blue and orange. OKC. You can already see a new era of Oklahoma City basketball since the KD and Westbrook era. Who is going to win this series and go to the NBA Finals? The NBA, Adam Silver is absolutely going to want a Los Angeles Lakers win here. And I'm also going to want a Los Angeles Lakers win. I full-heartedly think LeBron James is the GOAT of basketball. I think he is better than Michael Jordan, and I want him to get a 5th ring here. I really do. But my heart says that Jackson Hayes is not going to be able to do enough to stop those two big men in Oklahoma City. And SGA caps off his best scorer in the league season by taking a trip to the NBA Finals. Home field advantage will be rocking in Oklahoma City. Game 7. The Oklahoma City Thunder are your Western Conference champions. Can't believe I'm saying that. Then you go to the East. Celtics, Cavs. These two played some good games all year long. Game 1 in Cleveland, I'm going to take the Cavaliers. Game 2 in Cleveland, I'm going to take the Cavaliers. Game 3 in Boston, I'm taking the Celtics. Game 4 in Boston, I'm taking the Celtics. Both teams win their home games, start the series. Game 3 in Cleveland, I'm taking the Celtics. In Game 6 in Boston, I'm taking the Celtics. I'm taking the Celtics to win 4 in a row to go to the NBA Finals. I think this team, it just has too much for Cleveland to defend. I mean, if every single guy on this team is healthy, if you have the best starting 5 in the NBA by far, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, Sam Hauser can light it up, Luke Cornett. Like, I just don't think Cleveland has enough. And I think they had the better regular season, obviously, but I think Boston prevails in the playoffs to go to the NBA Finals. And then the NBA Finals, the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, Boston Celtics, versus the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, Oklahoma City Thunder. Game 1 in Oklahoma City to start the NBA Finals, give me the Thunder. Game 2 in Oklahoma City, give me the Celtics. Game 3, we start the series in Boston. I'm taking the Celtics. Game 4 in Boston, the Thunder knotted up at 2-2. And this is the biggest game in the entire series right here. Game 5 in Oklahoma City. The Young Bucks in Oklahoma City. This is a massive game. You do not want to go back to Boston down 3-2. And I think they do. And game 6 to be the back-to-back champions, Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics go back-to-back and are the back-to-back NBA champions and the first back-to-back NBA champions. I believe the Golden State Warriors were the last one, I think. Yeah, the first back-to-back NBA champions since the 2017 and 2018 Golden State Warriors, and the Boston Celtics win 2 NBA championships in a row as they take down the Oklahoma City Thunder in 6 games. A recap on the playoff bracket. I mean, we had a few gentlemen sweeps. We had Oklahoma City over Memphis, a gentleman sweep. We had Warriors over Rockets, gentleman sweep. Celtics over Orlando. We had only one true sweep, 4-0. Cavaliers over Hawks there. But yeah, I'm taking the Boston Celtics to win the NBA Finals and go back to back. And yeah, a rare NBA video on the channel is capped off. If you guys did enjoy, please like, subscribe. That would all be greatly appreciated. And maybe we'll have more NBA videos during the playoff time. Maybe we'll preview the NBA Finals when it comes around. But yeah, I'm taking the Boston Celtics, and that's going to do it. So yeah, I will see y'all next time.